Oh. Making these beats, man. What up? What up with you? Making these beats out there. Oh, man. What up, 85? Big dog. Up here making these beats, man. How you doing today? Shoot. Sitting up here making some music. What up? What up with you? How's everybody doing? Chatted up about some music. What a Saturday in the park. Do you have, yeah. Well, the software doesn't cost a lot of money, but the computer I bought cost a lot of money. So there's that. Now you can get the same software on a computer that doesn't cost as much. Or memory. Does it take up a lot of memory? Music takes up a lot of memory. You're gonna need some type of cloud. You know, you're gonna need some type of cloud memory bank, and you're going to need and/or go with some hard drives. But the problem with hard drives is they go out on you. So this hard drive does not work with my computer anymore, and I have no idea why. Neither does this one. This is 1 terabyte or 1,000, and neither one of them work. I plug them in, my computer doesn't read them. So, and when your computer's online all the time and hooked up to Apple, Apple just messes with your stuff. You know, they look at what you're looking at and all. It's not cool because there's no privacy whatsoever. I would suggest if you're going to get a computer, don't get an Apple. Even though people say get a Mac, because they mess with your stuff. Get yourself a basic computer, download Fruity Loops. Well, that depends on how much you put on it and what you're doing to it. Yeah, it's going to take up a lot of space. Depends on, WAV files are huge. Yeah, don't get an Apple, man. They don't only mess with your phone, they mess with your computer. Your computer will be messing around. You'll be like, what's wrong with it? It's because they're doing stuff to it. My computer cost $2,000. And this is just one of them. But they mess with them. You know what I mean? And I realized that the other day. I'm like, you guys are messing with my computer. Matter of fact, I realized that a couple months ago because I uploaded a video and went on to YouTube and looked at the video and, saw somebody's face that wasn't mine on my video. I was just like, wait, what? You have an HP. Yeah, all in one. There you go. I say if you're gonna do music, don't do it with something that's online. Get yourself a standalone complex and then rock with your computer like that. Don't get don't have anything hooked up to the internet, and know how to build a computer. You know what I'm saying? Like know how to take one apart. You know what? I'm gonna tell you the best thing for you to do. Build a computer. And if you don't know how, just go and buy an old HP and then start piecing stuff together when you can afford it. The graphics card, make sure the motherboard is, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the motherboard can last you 10 years with the new increments of power, because that's a problem. That's your biggest problem. Your motherboard might not be suited for the updates that you're trying to get on the power. So let's say that you need a better graphics card. Like I have an compact, I think it's a compact 2006. It can't get on the internet. I'm not exactly mad about that. I used to be able to get on it, but I can't. But it's really, really slow. It can do stuff, but it's real, real slow. Yeah, I understand you're thinking about buying the software. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to get into music long term, get into it. You know, I know you're having fun, but people are making a lot of money just having fun. You feel what I'm saying? People started off having fun. Next thing you know, they're shooting videos outside of their house. Now they got 1 million views on you know, and they're just like, you know, I was just woe Vickying around, and now, what up, Race Skater? You know, I was just woe Vickying around, and all of a sudden I got 10,000 likes on one of my videos. It's like, wait, what? Simply Deep 1985. Now people are coming at you. Make another song, Simply, because you made a song called Simply. Yo, I'm Simply Deep 1985. One of the 10 in 1985. Bang, bang, boom, bang, boom. Just some real simple stuff. And you got a whole crowd base in, you know, in your city and in China some doggone way, because Chinese people love rap. Chinese people, Asian people love the American culture of rap. They love it. I have Asian fans. Never met them. So I'm just saying, if you're going to start getting into music like that, you know, it starts off as fun until you start making videos and then people start liking it. And when I say videos, I don't mean big production. I mean, you went and you took your cell phone and you was like, and you got, hey, Ray, you got your money, right? Anyway, so this just beat I was working on, just messing around with a minor note. What I'm gonna do is climb on top of this. I really like that sound. That sounds like some old ancient hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Type of hyper. Dude, crazy. No problem, bro. We can do some more bets on football. I'm sure you're gonna be around for football, so we can do more betting for football. I say still make it. It's a good release for me, man. You hear the wheels fall off? What up, Jones? Yeah, bro, I figured you'd be here for football, man. We gonna rock it for football. You know what's really weird is I didn't really want to get this. I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't lost any subscribers because of the NBA is fixed. I still got the same amount of subscribers. having a hard time finding a bass line. And one reason is because I like it the way it is. Yeah, on to the next season, man. Oh, thanks, man. Well, I don't lie to people, that's for sure. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yeah. I'm trying to find a bass line for this. It's hard to find a bass line, especially when you're hungry. I was gonna use a sub bass like. So this is a pentatonic minor. Those are some minor A or something like that. So on the piano, it sounds like this. Okay. That's the lead note. And that's the scale. So the full scale would sound something like this. Wait a minute. No. That's the full scale, 7 notes, right? So, okay, you can hear how when it's off. Yeah. Messing up my own scale. So these are all the notes in it. And it's not a pentatonic scale. This is not a pentatonic scale. It's some type of weird Dorian or Aeolian or something like that scale. Because of this note. Because of this minor note. No, F. So that's the scale. And together with the Y it would sound. That's some kind of weird E. This is an E at 9. This is an E at 9. See that? So what I was looking for is something to. I have this piano sound here. I was looking for something to get up under that sound. I'll read your comments in a minute. Some kind. I have strings on it, but I was thinking about maybe some different type of string to get on there. I'll read the comments in just a minute. Japanese strings. Basic. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. I wanted to stay hip hop. Get them out of that. Japanese strings. I wanted something like orchestra strings or something like that. Smart strings. Okay, so here's some. Now those are all. Like I said, that's a ninth chord that you were listening to. This is a ninth. It's a ninth with a 13 B flat. That's an F major. F major. So this sounds too muddy. No, this is a C. It's a C major 7. That's an E at 9. So if I try to put some of this in here, it's a major mixing with now that was a major, that was a C major 7. So I'm gonna try to put this this E at 9. Doesn't match. But it probably matched if it wasn't like bang. So I'm gonna go up an octave. Needs to be, and so there needs to be a. That's the note I'm missing. Now listen to it. See, it matches. It's weird, but it matches. But if you took it and lowered it and then put a reverb on it, I don't know if you want to take the high down, put the reverb on it, and leave it in the background. So it's hard to find the minor notes to match when you're trying to find something to go. So that's where I'm going with it. Still see the B. The B's in the NBA. What up, Ray? Recordings. Yo, man, I use a every now and then I use Fruit Loops. You guys, anyway, so yeah, I use GarageBand. I don't know who's still here, whose questions I'm answering, but I use GarageBand, you guys. How many maestros is out there? Yeah, don't nobody want to listen to the real, man. They want to listen to drug dealing and killing, and that's because the Jews did that. The Jewish, excuse me, they promoted all that nonsense, and now that's the only thing that sells. But I can say this, other than all that mumble rap crap, if you guys are going to make music and you're going to be serious about music, just do you. Just be you. Don't do it for, like, that's where everything goes wrong. Like, those people making that music talking about calling women out their name and, you know what I'm saying? And all, like, this is the fad now, and then these women accept it. Like, just don't accept that. Like, I'm not doing that. That's the music you make. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't try to satisfy people. Like, don't do your music just to make people happy. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do some music, do you and your music. Like, there's a lane that I know that I can't mess with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't talk about flipping and selling, and I never flipped, I never sold. It was never in my heart, in my being, in my spirit. Like, God was never going to have me doing that. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you're around it because you grew up in a poor area. So you can talk about it in the sense of what you saw. Like, I can talk about what I saw, but I can't talk about like that as far as me doing it, because it will be so whack. I can't never sit up here and say, yeah, I did this and I sold that. Nah, I never did it. I never did it. So it would sound super, super duper whack coming out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But can I talk about the people who was doing it? Oh, yeah. Because I saw all that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I can tell you about some people who, you know, who ain't here no more. Because that's the life that they chose. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up with these people. And they're not here. They are off of this planet. Their spirit is gone. So can I talk about those people? Absolutely. But and the thing about it is, when you share a story like that, like, because Ray Skater was talking about how he nobody wants to hear. Listen, you don't have to be a drug dealer to be real. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be. Just share your story. You know, it doesn't have to be hardcore. It ain't got to be I slept with a bunch of women and all this other bull crap. Just, you could talk about your day like because I think I don't know, I think you got some kids, got some shorties. You could talk about, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I would rather listen to a brother talk about him raising his kids up right and how, you know, how your shorty discovered, I don't know, with freaking red ants and the difference between the red ants and the, I don't know, discovered some new bug and just stared at it and start asking you questions, and you start getting into, you know, the metamorphosis of a botfly. You probably don't have botflies around you because they're not in this area, but nonetheless, I'm just saying, that would be so sick to me. Like, I'd be like, wow, you like brought all of that out of your daughter and the ants, and then have a whole vid to go with that. Yo, son, I would watch that all day. That would be interesting to me. I'd be like, wow, you, like, that's some real wordsmith type stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something, everybody's got a fan base. If some whack dude and a lot of whack dudes, whack chicks put music out, guess what? They got a fan base. Somebody helped them put that out. You know what I'm saying? Even Redman said, I got a fan base of 2 million people. MF Doom has a fan base of so many million people. That cat from Dipset, he was like, I know what my fan base is. I know if I put out an album, I'm going to sell 500,000 to 1 million albums. I already know it. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, this is, so I'll go in, make something, and, you know, not under the label of Dipset, but nonetheless, you know, they all went their own way, but still, he can go in and do that. The Wu-Tang Clan, and all of those guys, they come from a culture, is the reason why they were so popular. Is the reason why Killer Bees was so tough, because they kind of took different cultures and put them together. They took the Asian culture of, you know, martial arts, because we were all into martial arts because, you know, most people who are African American are Asiatic. We come out of Asia. You know, so a lot of people, oh, you come from Africa. That's not where you spawned from. That's where you were taken from Africa to here, but you actually come from Asia, from Mesopotamia, from Jerusalem, which is in Asia. A lot of people think, oh, it's in Africa. It's in Asia. You are Asian. That's why people call you Asiatic. That's what it means. So this is why Asians and African Americans can identify on a certain level to some things, because, you know, there are two nationalities, you know, intertwined. Today, I don't fit in, but I'm here for a lesson and reasons. Yeah, TV, music, society, into all this BS. I like all that. Yeah, but see, the thing about it, we're not African, we're Hebrews. And where do Hebrews come from? You're right, you're not African, you're Hebrews. So you're right, Perry Jones. The second, so when you're making music, like I'm 52, I'm not going to make music that's going to appeal to the 16, 17-year-old Instagram nation. Yeah, thank you, sir. You know what I'm saying? The Instagram nation is so far from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on Instagram, TTONE202. I'm on Instagram. I just don't follow it that much because it's a whole culture that I'm not really, like I got 92 people that follow me on Instagram. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I might post something every now and again. But nonetheless, the Instagram culture right now, the people making money on Instagram, the people making money on social media, they're in between 16 and 25. That whole culture that's banging out, everybody's getting paper by making Fruity Loop hits and, you know what I'm saying, just, and then getting on it and then talking about popping pills and all that. I can't identify with those people. And if you're making music and you can't identify with those people, don't try to. Because you got to understand, that's a whole culture. Even though it's got a musical tag on it, that's still a whole culture that probably has nothing to do with you. But you have a whole culture, and it's not necessarily because of your age group, but your age has a lot to do with it. But you have a whole culture, and if you got children, your children, when they grow up and they get into music, they're going to have their own culture. But you got to understand your culture that you have and what your children have, that's your own subset of a culture. Your family, the way you're raising your children, you're raising them in a culture that you see fit. So when you shine the light on your little ones, you're like, okay, this is an Instagram culture. This little one, she might be 4 or 5 years old. She's listening to music. She's listening to what you're putting on, to what you're bringing in the house. You know what I'm saying? So if you're listening to Cardi B and all she's saying, your kid is listening to Cardi B. She's going to grow up listening to Cardi B. If you're listening to Lil Xan and Little Pump and all those people talking about Pop and Xannies and, you know, drinking and all that other stuff and pretty much dying because of it, you know, I don't really care if you cry. All my friends are dead. Push me. If this what you want your little girl to listen to, then that's what she's going to listen to. And she's going to be walking around the house saying, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Or you could put her on some Angela Stone. You know what I'm saying? You could put her on some Angela Stone. So she'd be talking about love. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And send her in that direction. And there's some gospel, and there's some gospel hip hop, and there's some gospel neo soul, and then soul me her back 30, 40 years and listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, where they love their women, where they love themselves, where they love their culture, where when they were talking about riding the white horse because it's a bad thing. It destroyed a whole community. But now you got these kids spreading the message that you should do it. You should destroy your community. You shouldn't have a wife, Little Yachty. You know, I just want you for a night. I don't want you for a wife. They don't want wives. They just want to hit and go. So I'm just saying, you guys got to bring the culture to the younger people in your life. Instagram, Twitter, even for business, man, it's fashion design. I use the social media only have about 100. Yeah. But those 150, you know, those 1,500 followers, that's a lot. You know, your mid 40s, I can't identify. They can't identify with you. Yeah. But you got to understand that 1,500 people who watch you on Instagram, wherever you post, they're going to see that. That's a heck of a start. Okay, let's put it to you like this. If you start rocking beats, right, you got 1,500 people listening to you, and you put let me see this. The woman today, far gone, bro, Cardi B, even Beyonce, yeah, devil worship music. This is true. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be the example. In your 40s, you still young. I wish I was still in my 40s. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be the example in your 40s. You gotta be the 40-year-old example. Because you got 40-year-old people. Beyonce is in her 40s and she's still twerking. You got people in their 40s still trying to turn out and turn up. Listen, there's a way that we turn up in our own way. You know, when it comes to music, it's called hand dancing. You know what I'm saying? That's how we turn up when it comes to music. We don't need our women's, you know, body all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We need our women to be dignified, women to be, you know, respectful out in these streets. But when she get in them sheets, we want her to, you know, to do what she do. But you're 40 and 50, it's just like, we ain't doing acrobats, because don't jump on me, lady. I'm going to kick you out of my bed. We're not doing none of that. I've been down with that, all right? You want that, go mess with a 20-year-old. My back ain't doing all that, honey. No, okay, let me tell you what it is right now, all right? You got so many minutes to get your act together, and then we out of this mud. All right. I got a show to watch or something to do. Shoot, go for a while. But nonetheless, so you got to be the example. You got to be the 40-year-old example. You still got people in hip hop who are 40, 50 years old, 60 years old, who are out here killing it. Heck, Dougie Fresh just did a concert here. Cardi B will be here in September. I'm saying Dougie Fresh, Drew Hill, all those guys are in their 40s. Heck, Dougie Fresh is older than that. Big Daddy Kane comes here all the time and does a concert. You think he doesn't have a crowd base? BDK on the Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane still got women hitting on it. Okay. Yeah. Big Daddy Kane still got people hitting on him. Like, there's a whole fan base a whole group of people who want new, good music. I know because I've been doing this for years. All right? There are people out there who love to hear good words, good vibes, you know, still listening to Dwell A and all that. Yeah, Cool J. Yeah, they all old. They me. They all old as me, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is some old rap right here. This is I need to eat something. So I need to eat something. Yeah, man. You got to be the 40-year-old example. You got to be the truth. That's who you are. You're the truth out here. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the truth. You're the truth. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now watch. I'm gonna put my own. I'm gonna put my own. You know how people will take something and chop it, and it'll be like a voice of some chick singing or something. You know, they'll take some old gospel song and 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, 1 2 1 2. All right, now I gotta go turn off my. I'm gonna let this play though. I know. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put like some kind of $7.21. Hey Tom, hey, what's up? What's up, bro? Invite me. Hold on, bro. Hold on. 21 Savage. Hey, Tom, my bro. Main to that. That dude is something, man. Don't be asking me no crazy questions. Turn the beat back on, bro. What's up? 21. The bitch. Hold on, man. I'm about to do something to the beat. I'm the real 21 Savage. You wouldn't be here. Not on my little boring channel. 21 is out messing with Amber Rose somewhere. But no, I don't allow cursing on my channel. Not to mention, you got to be more creative. You can be that. You don't have to curse to be creative. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't use words. You can use words that can say the same thing. No, I don't, because I'm gonna tell you why. One, this is a channel that has an emphasis on God. Now, wait a minute. Let me explain to you. My channel, I talk about the Lord a lot because, I follow the Lord, all right? And two, I want you to be more talented than that. You don't need to do that. Three, there are young people who come onto the channel who are younger than you. And I don't want them to see that, so I can't allow that. But like I said, be more creative than that. Get past what you see. You know what I'm saying? Get past what all these goofies are doing. Don't be like them, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing it for the money, then you're going to fall into that trap. I know you're not the real 21. We established that. He would not be here. But I want you to be more talented than that. That's my challenge to you. Use other words. Yeah, 21 is messing with Amber Rose somewhere, so he's got his hands full, literally. All right, I'm gonna turn music down because I'm gonna try to find. So I'm trying to find an intro, right? So when you're looking for an intro, a lot of people will chop and screw. They'll do a Kanye West, and they'll, they don't do like Kanye West because that dude is a genius when it comes to chopping and screwing stuff. But I don't really like taking somebody else's stuff and putting it on there. You know what I'm saying? So what I'll do is I'll try to figure out my own intro. You know what I'm saying? And then put something on there that will kind of give you the feeling of what's going on in the song. You know what I'm saying? Just put like a simple intro on there and then have it lead into it. And then, so let me give you an example. Like if I said something like, if you hurt a man real good, he'll never forget it. And he'll always, always want to hurt you back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that type of thing. So you got to listen to that. So if I back this up and have it come in on, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I back this all the way up to 5, I can't read all your comments right now. Oh, okay, I can read some. Where's my intro, bro? Hey, Tone, I'm going to freestyle when you play the beat. Okay, brother, you're more welcome to. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, be creative. Where's your intro? I still got it, man. I still got your intro, big dog. I just haven't finished with it. My mind, I like to do like 10 different things at once. So I'm going to try to talk through this right here. Yeah. and then I'm trying to get an intro into this song real quick. All right, so I'm gonna record this. If you hurt a man real good, he'll never forget it. He'll always, always want to hurt you back. Ooh, that's hot. Listen to this. Listen to this, y'all. And see, and I also got to do my own. Let me bring this up to 0. So after I do this, then I'll do my own like little intro or whatever to it, and then have my own little sing-songy whatever in it. You'll see. If you hurt a man real good, he'll never forget it. He'll always, always want to hurt you back. Bro, you have to wait some time. All right, I'm trying to teach. You know what I'm saying? All right, knock yourself out. Yeah. All right, so if you're gonna freestyle to this, young brother with a freestyle. Yeah, I can hear Nas doing something to it too. That's why I like it. So I'm gonna loop it to where you can just freestyle to it. I'm gonna give you like a few minutes on this, but it's gonna always come back to the intro again. So if you want to do that, that's on you. All right. If you hurt a man real good, he'll never forget it. He'll always, always want to hurt you back. Yo! It's on you, bro. It's on you. Okay, bye. Heard it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good. You'll never forget it. He'll always, always want to hurt you back. In my feelings, she got me in my feelings. In my feelings, she got me in my feelings. My feelings, she got me in my feelings. I'm about to hit the ceiling. You're not a telling my whole on the ceiling. When the ceiling on the beat that I'm killing. Tweets and retweets. When I need sleep, can't eat. My feelings. Heard of me. Real good. My feelings, she got me in my feelings. Oh, she got me in my feelings. For real. With a brand new Bentley. Buy a new Chanel. Don't kiss and tell. Now, don't kiss and tell. beat writing, bro. Let me put this beat in. You want a bass in there? Make a bass. These basses don't sound right. My hip hop bass.
Heard it, man.
I need my hip hop bass. Real good.
You'll never forget it. Oh.
Oh. Yo. Yo. Yo.
Heard it, man. Real good. You'll never forget it. He'll always want to hurt you back. Heard it, man. Real good. You'll never forget it. He'll always want to hurt you back. Real good. You'll never forget it. He'll always want to hurt you back. Heard it, man. Real good. You'll never forget it. He'll always want to hurt you back. hurt you back.
Yeah.
Hurt a man real good, he'll never forget. He'll always will hurt you back.
Stay down when the frame stop. She be scratching on my tank top. Real people like me. Gonna make the change. Gonna make the pain stop. Baby, is you gonna ride with me till the wheels fall off? Baby, is you gonna calm me down when I'm pissed off? I'm a savage, so your panties might get ripped. Take you down, missed out.
Hurt a man.
Your ex didn't appreciate you. He missed out.
He'll never forget. All will hurt you back.
You wildin', bro. Fire. You are definitely in your feelings. But that's what type of beat this is. This type of beat is when you gotta come at it the right way. You gotta be. It sounds a little upsetting, but you don't have to be upset when you know what I'm saying. You just gotta be on point. Hold on, let me grab my iPad because my iPad got something on it. Then I need to transfer. Bam, bam, bam. Boy. Hold on, man. I gotta find my adapter. Well, you a good rapper, man. Can't find my adapter and I need it. I'll play the beat for you though.
You heard it, man. Real good. You'll never forget it. Because all what hurts you back. Hurt real good. You'll never forget all what hurts you back. Heard it, man. Real good. You'll never forget it. Because always what hurts you back. Heard it, man. Real good. You'll never forget it.
Sit down.
Because
You better sit down.
all what hurts
You
you
better
back.
sit down. You better sit down and listen. You better sit down and listen. You better sit down and listen. Right now. Right now. You better sit down and listen. We got something special. I was gonna text you, but I don't wanna.
Heard it, man. Real good. You'll never forget it. Because always what hurts you back.
I am reading your lyrics. You mean read them out loud? This. What up, Mr. Ward? It's me, my God, old West Coast. It's me, my God, old West Coast. Okay, you like this old West Coast feel?
Heard it.
Listen,
Real
Savage,
good.
you're gonna have to slow down, okay? I don't move as quick as you do.
All what hurts you.
All right? I'll give you lyrics. I will get, they ain't going nowhere. I see them. I get them. I read them, but it ain't. I can't rap them. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm that good. Okay. Put you in that coupe. Put you in that Jimmy Choo bugging bag. I'm not gonna check out Jermaine's channel. I'm not interested. We got something still. I was gonna text you, but I didn't want to pest you. Even if we ain't together, no matter, we forever, I'm still coming to rescue. Ride with me to the truth. And don't you lie, baby. Roll with me. Jump in the coupe and baby coast with me. I'm not gonna check out his channel.
Heard it, man. Real good.
That's up to you, bro.
Never.
Ooh, Lord. I should have ate breakfast. Man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like I don't want to move. It's because I didn't eat right last night and I didn't eat right this morning. You can't be 265, 270 and snacking and thinking it's going to work for you. It's just not. Your brain and your body just needs way too much energy for that. And for some goofy reason, I seem to think the opposite. This side because it could not be found. So, okay, so I have to make some adjustments here. And Jermaine, you're just going to have to, or 21 Savage, you're just going to have to hold on. Because I'm not looking at the comments right now. I'm looking at iTunes. Because I need to switch over some information from my iPhone. Well, it doesn't matter. My GarageBand. There's a bass in there that I need. So, I don't know if you have an iPad or an iMac at home, you guys, but whenever you create something on your iPad or even on your iPhone, as soon as you plug in to your yes, I know a little better. It'll ask permission, and then give a passcode, which is really crazy because they're the ones who are looking at all your stuff. They even take some of your stuff. So people want to know, does the government, mess with your stuff on your iPhones and iMacs? The answer is yes. The government is watching your stuff. So if you have sensitive stuff on there, don't put it on your computer. Take it off of your computer. Put it on a separate drive because they look into your computer all day, every day. All right, just letting y'all know that. But anyways, so it hooks up to your iPad, and then you go into your music. And then you sync, it'll sync. It'll tell you that it's synced. And now it's asking me about the files. 16 seconds, 7 minutes. And there are files on here that I want. I want these files. So here's more of the beat for you. I was gonna enjoy that.
Heard of me. Real
while
good.
I'm doing this.
You'll never forget.
Anyways, it's all done through iTunes. Always.
What hurts you. Heard of me. Real good. You'll never
And I still got stuff to do with this beat because it's gonna go
Oh,
bang boom. Because I realized something. All right, let me stop this music for a minute. I'm trying to find a bass line for this, right? And with my limited expertise, I haven't found a bass line for it, right? So what do you mean you can't? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this play like this, right? But when I get outside of this, after my 20th bar and get to the 21st bar, I'm gonna take out the and then I'm gonna just let the strings play the and what was not copied to your iPad because they could not be found. So what's going to happen was not copied. Okay, well, so what's going to happen is when it goes, then I'm going to just drop all the high notes and just throw in the bass, and you'll be hearing the boom, boom, bam, boom, 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 bam, boom, 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 boom. So that's what I'm gonna have to do to that. Now it'll probably be this regular bass right here. There it is. It's a minor note. That's what it's going to be. So listen to it after I take out the high notes. So here you are. I'm gonna leave that piano in there. All right, so I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna take out all the high notes. TPOWELL7938@Yahoo. This is where my bass is gonna come in. Bam, boom, boom. Bam, boom, boom. but I'm not sure what you want me to do. I can't rap your lyrics and I can't give you this, like, I can't give you this beat. It's not even close to being ready. But what you can do is, when I'm done with this beat, it will. So SoundCloud, you can download, costs like $1 to download. However, I still own the rights to the beat. So, but it won't be on SoundCloud for a couple of weeks, you know. So listen to this. Yeah, don't listen to that. Sounds something like that. So you can hear the bass, finally me getting the bass for it. And then the that'll boom boom bam boom boom was gonna show you my beat. Okay, you could send it to me, or I can come to your channel. I'm just not messing with the other guy who you're talking about. And if you're that guy, just don't say nothing crazy anymore. I copy this channel. Then I'm gonna listen to. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not for being disrespected, so I don't care who he is. I don't like being disrespected, so. Young people, you have a way of doing things that is not very thought out. You just do it. That's your generation. I can't all the way fault you, you know, because this is what you guys do, and this is how you guys get notoriety. This is how you get your girls. This is how you. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're young, you know. That's how it is. However, once you know the older people who are not as or we've seen it or done it, you know, we don't think on your levels because, for one, we don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to think on those levels and all that energy and speed that you guys usually use to accomplish one thing. We cut that down to about 25% and we accomplish like 10 different things within the same amount of time. That's because we've seen it all, we've done all, we already know what's going to happen. You know, that's what the Bible says, there is no young wise man. Think that out. Even though he tried to preface it with, he really didn't think about it, and then he got upset and, you know, started acting up, and then that's when I was like, I really don't want to deal with you. And I don't really like dealing with hard-headed people, period. Be respectful. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm respectful to you. I mean, he eventually came on and said stuff that I didn't appreciate, and he did it on purpose. But nonetheless, it's neither here nor there. I do like young people's ambition, though. Young people are ambitious. I appreciate that. It's gonna rain. I like the ambition of the young people. But you know, like young people will mess with you on the bus when you're just minding your business. You're like, can you not mess with me on the bus? But I had a guy do that to me, and he just followed me around on the bus and just messed with me. Because he had a whole group of people with him, and some of them were girls, so he wanted to show out in front of his girls and whatever by messing with a guy who is older than him, taller than him, and he outweighed him by a good 75 pounds. But this is what they want to do, so it's not a smart thing to do. But they act out, the girls laugh, they hope that they can, get what they want from the girls, which is their attention. I get it, I understand it. I just am not for it. Because sometimes it's taken a little too far, and then we have issues. Then we have deep issues. And I'm not for that. I'm not for that. I think young people should, they should explore the world with all that energy. They should just respect older people, but they don't. They don't respect nobody. I've seen some young kids do some crazy stuff. Like, are you kidding me right now, young person? Young, beautiful lady, young, beautiful man, what are you doing? Why? I don't get it. Like, you young, beautiful people, why are you doing this? Because this is what everybody else is doing. Check out my YouTube channel. Come check out my YouTube channel. Posted by my beat. All right. You want me to check out your YouTube channel? The problem is, if I check out your YouTube channel and play your beat now, it'll go into a copyright because I'm still live. So there will be a copyright. Anyways, who else is here? Anybody else here? I work with Flex Beats. Okay, tell them check out my YouTube channel. So to check out your channel, all right, I'll tell you what. Who else is in here? Well, if I put in 21 Savage, 21 Savage is going to come up. Your channel's not. So leave a link. So leave a link to your channel description, and I'll check out your channel. All right. That bass is okay. That bass is just okay, but I want something more. I want something more. Plus, I want to say something at the beginning here. I want it to sound like chaos. A little bit of chaos.
You heard it, man. Real good.
Yeah.
You'll never forget it.
Never forget it.
You'll always, always want to hurt you back.
You better sit down and write this down. You better listen. Yo, when it's done, when it's done, when it's done. My daddy wasn't there to get his money done. I'm feeling hard, really time in the day. Listen, lady, I'm gonna keep me out in the time. I'm trying to run a vision, give me time in the time. I'm trying to stay out in the time. When it's time, but the time at the same time. Bam, fly shit in the bag. Hard to give me time with the pen in the game. Pen in the car, in the jam. With the guy, I want to sit in the jam. My God, talks up, something to shout out in the jam. I don't know how to rap, but you know what I'm saying? That's the cadence. But for 8 bars, or spit 16. But this should be some type of, it's gonna be some type of break in there when it goes in a boom, 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 boom. All right, so that would sound like, so to put a break in there, so it would sound like. Dun, 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 dun. So it goes. Dun, dun, the dun, dun will be by itself. All right, so why don't you get out the way? Da, 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. So that's a half a bar. Dun, 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 dun. And there'll be more into that. There'll be a whole bang, 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 boom, boom. Sounds like a beat, DMX. Yeah. yeah, something like that. Yo, my dogs. Sean, you're 13. Well, I knew you were young. You can freestyle, but I'm gonna be producing this, man. So I mean, you can freestyle, but I'm not gonna read it just yet. All right. Beat is nasty. Thanks, man. Yeah, he know the deal. No cursing. I don't allow that. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm just messing with it, trying to bring this bass up in it because I wanted to. I'm trying to get my breaks together. So for the rapper to emphasize. And actually, it wouldn't be here. All right, so look at the 16 bar swing or the 8 bar. So you got your 4, 8, 16, and
you heard it, man. Real good.
Yeah.
You'll never forget it.
Never forget it.
Always.
Always. You better sit down. Down. I'll put that in there so bad. You better write this down. My AC's on, so it's going to record loud, but oh well. Ain't nobody going to be doing anything to it. Oh my God, the background noise is just too much because my AC is on. And this 8 ball is like 8 years old, 8 to 10 years old. It's it picks up everything. You better write this down. Shoot. Whew. should I eat today? I'm gonna eat a big meal today. I'm gonna eat a lot today. I got math to do. I can't eat. All right. So this thing picks up everything from a distance. All right. So duplicate the track. You better write this down. All right. This is me doing my own ad libs and whatnot. Get this off my ears because it's loud as heck. Why turn it down? Yeah. Real good. One take. Yeah. Real good. I'll never forget it. I'm sorry, more than one take, because I don't like the yeah at the beginning. I guess it's okay. Mm-hmm. Real good. Right. You'll always. Mm-hmm. You better write this down. You better sit down and write this down. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in the ouch. That's loud. So I'm gonna take this voice and I'm gonna put it in the telephone. I'm gonna put it in the telephone joint. I'm gonna turn it down. Always. Hold on, you guys saying stuff I can't. Tony, you remember the question that I've asked you the other day? No, what was it, simply? What was your question? Never mind. Touch her heart cold. She didn't want to hear the lie. Talking shorts, taking shorts, even when too strong. This and tricking my heart, moan. Gotta get up in the morning. She grown, drinking and driving wrong. You can rap. You actually got some skills. See, you did that all without cursing. Now, one curse word. Any in my system, I'm gone, speeding on the E, all gone, girl. You putting up with that dude is wrong. Ain't no need to. I'm grown. All that cheating, girl. All that cheating, girl. It's tough when your heart cold. She don't want to hear the lies. Is old. Okay. Why are you picking up all that feedback? Huh. It's coming through there. Huh. Heard of me. Mm-hmm. Real good. I'll never forget it. Right. Always. What hurt you back. Let's write this down. You better sit down. Write this down. really hard when I'm done with it. I gotta turn my AC back on because it is hot. You better write this down. Y'all feeling this? Y'all feeling this beat? Got the old man working. I'm slow, you guys, but I'm working. But I like to put something into my beats, man. I know it takes all day, but any studio you go to, man, sometimes you just have an issue. Sometimes it could take, it can take a while before you get that, before you get it to smash right. You know what I'm saying? I've asked you, what's your definition of example of compromising situation? And I gave you some answers. Tone, we have to do a duo for real, because with your beats, man, he would be fired. And put it on SoundCloud. I'm too drunk to text. So can we FaceTime? I won't waste your time if you don't waste mine. You're only 13. You got some skills. I give you that. But you can't call yourself 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? But you can't call yourself 21 Savage, man. You gotta be your own you. But you got some fire. Yeah, I answered you. No, you rap like you. You don't rap like nobody. Let somebody else say that. Don't own that. Don't do that. You're going to always be a follower. If that's what you want to be, then fine. But you never going to be a leader if you stay, if you hear my real voice. I don't care what you, I don't care if you sound like Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna be a leader, you don't go telling people you sound like 21 Savage as if that's bragging rights. You say, listen to what I got. Now, if they ask you who you sound like, then you say. Yeah. Identify with 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? But you be like, I sound like me. Like you let them know I don't believe nobody sounds like me. I don't care if you sound just like him. I don't care if your voice is pitch perfect with 21. I don't care. You don't sound like you sound like you. That's it. That's it. I guess you don't go giving yourself up. Don't give that up. Yeah, don't go give up that love. That's yours. That's your voice. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you who I think is a good rapper is Kevin Gates. I don't like what he's rapping about, but I understand him. I like his beat too. I got 2 phones, one for the plug. I like the Kevin Gates. I like his beats, but I don't like what he's talking about. I don't like what you're talking about either, but that's what you're talking about. You're 13, though, talking like that. It's like, I don't know if I want to do that, bro. You're 13 talking like a grown man. You need some guidance. And don't let the music guide you, because the music will guide you right down a rabbit hole. And it'll sink you. Next thing you know, you'll be a cookie cutter. You'll sound just like everybody else, and after a song or two, nobody wants to hear from you. What's Panda's last song? The dude who made Panda. I don't know what his name is. What's his last hit? What's his last song on the radio? Timmy Turner, wasn't it? Designer. Timmy Turner was his last song, wasn't it? Timmy Turner. Then it's with a burner. Blah, blah, blah. That was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. Yeah, he's a producer now because nobody's buying his stuff. That's what I'm saying. LL Cool J been rapping for 20 years. 20 years. Will Smith has been rapping for like 30 years. 30 years. What career do you want to have? You want to sound like somebody else? Go right ahead. That's what you do. That's my point. You're not understanding what I'm saying. All right, well, you're not understanding what I'm saying, so I'm going to keep going. I got 2 phones. Trying to help you, young man.
You heard a man.
You heard a man.
Real good.
Real good.
You'll never forget.
Right.
Always.
Always.
Always. What hurt you back.
Yeah.
Let's write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
Come on, voice crack. And write this down. This down.
You heard a man.
Right here.
Real good.
Real good.
You hit him in the head.
You'll never forget.
Right.
Always.
Always.
Always. What hurt you back.
Yeah, on the time, on the time. When the see me go around, then the down with the cap. Listen, God, I ain't running down with the listen, God. I'm on the against God. Brothers get in the bitch in the can. On the bitch down, with the dick in the fin. Causing division, my whole bitch in the bitch in the can. Hate it, the in the can. Still the bitch in the can. Cut it, the bitch in the can. All side the shot. With the dinner, give me dinner, feeling out in the eye. Had a car. I never saw when in the I'm in the panic, saying it from the minute, y'all. I'm in the panic, cause I'm in it, for the panic, I'm in the panic, y'all. Dog, panic, y'all. Boom, boom. Bam, but right there at the end. Oh, panic, boom, boom. Wait a minute. Oh, here's the drop. Here's the drop right here. Okay. So this is a decision to be made. So all this would be cut off. Right there. Right after that, boom. So all this would be cut right here. So you line up everything, you split it at playhead, and you cut out, and then you delete all that shows up, and now listen to it and watch the bass come in. Oh, in it, y'all. Put some clap on it. Boom, boom. Right there. John, Billy, John. And bring in your heartbeat right here. So go back to the All right, so snatch this right here. And copy it. Bring it over here. Paste it. That's wrong. So this right here, boom, boom. Oh, watch out! I'll cut this. I'll come down here and grab a clap. Even though I don't like that clap, it's weak. I'll listen to it. Bang, and put a bell in there. You throw a bell in there, but so I gotta isolate. Hold on a second. I gotta isolate this. No, I just want the. All right, so boom. Tyrone on the track. Tony invite me. No. I don't want to deal with the disrespect. There's a bell gonna be there. Boom, boom, tit, tit, boom, tit, Where are the play here? All right, let me see what the lead's gonna sound like. Boom, boom. You hear that pan and then drop again. Copy. And so watch it go out and come back in. Then I'm gonna add a bell and then some other stuff. All right. I'm tired, guys. Back is killing me too. I didn't go to the gym. This sounds good. If you heard of me, you heard of me. Oh, that's fresh.
Real good. Real good.
You heard of me, heard of me. That's fresh.
Always. 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 I hurt you
Let's break this down.
put my clap in there. So let me hear how this bangs with a clap in it. I like it this way.
Heard of me. Real good.
I just like to know. But it, my thing ain't hitting hard enough.
Write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
Ain't hitting hard enough. I'll deal with it later, but it gotta be hitting hard.
If you heard of me, real good.
Real good.
Never forget.
Right.
Always,
Always.
always what hurts you back.
Yeah.
Write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
Write this down. I want to drop it. I'm going to drop the bass and bam, boom, 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 boom. All right, so I'll come up here and mess around with a sub bass. With a sub bass. If I want to grab a sub bass. Nah, I don't want to do that. There was no sub bass in hip hop. Fine. There was sub bass in neo soul music, hip hop. So we just used the regular upright.
You heard of me.
Upright or
Good.
6-string, 12 or 8-string, but most time, or excuse me, 4, 6, 12. But most of the time it was a 4-string. So use a 4-string. Boom, boom. So I'm thinking this bass line can actually come in here and see. Boom, boom. I'm thinking this bass line. Yeah. All right, so the bass line is a little jacked. Gonna leave me with a don't want you in here. I want you in during the break. I'm fine. And what? All right, so. Oh, hey, ooh, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, when it comes back in a.
Let's write this down.
It'll come back into that. All right, so the next move is my bell. Bang, bang. Boom, boom. And I could put a sub bass in. I could go boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So it would sound, it'd be a lasting. Make some noise, bro. Why aren't you making any noise?
If you heard of me.
Huh? That's weird. Why is this noise? What? Be like. Gotta find it. Sweet Christmas. Yeah, you got some skills, bro. When I'm ready. You can nap, okay? You got some good lyrics. Even though they're a little what you are. I don't see why the 13-year-old is rapping about such things. You can't even drive yet. But it is what it is. I gotta give it to you. When you get older and get out there, right? You're gonna be cold, man. You're gonna be cold. And you're ambitious. That's a good thing. Why is my 808 not coming through? I'm gonna just erase this channel. My 808 was not coming through. Wait a minute. The sound in my head and the sound that's coming.
If you heard of me, real good.
Skills.
Strike this down. You better sound this down.
I'm done crying hard, late night, playing b-ball with the decoy. I was on the corner with the rubbers and the b-boys. Now I'm on charts, and that stuff is unbelievable. There's a lot of secrets that I had to keep from you. Got in so much trouble, thought the teacher had beef with you. and I paid off, you know. And it paid off because we living like the Greeks and Jews.
If you heard of me,
Okay, because we living like the Greeks and Jews. Got you. All right. Used to leave your stove running. Now it's Louis rags with my nose running. Got it out the mud. I don't owe nothing. Wanna see me messed up because they pure hustling. The same people back when I was, man, I'm having nightmares that the feds listen. These fake gangsters faking and scared snitching. The cool fast is messing up the dash digits. Yeah, you can rap. You can rap. I give you that. I will give you that straight up. Yeah, that's fire.
heard of me. Real good.
Yeah, you.
I'll never forget.
This beat got you coming off like that. It's the beat. It's that minor note. Yeah, what you saying goes with it. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, you can rap. So, yeah, it's the beat. I told you minor notes, man, they mess with you. They bring something different out of you. Let me get back to this. All right, little homie, hold on a second. So, I see you. I see you got some skills. I mean, all right. Pump your head up. You okay. I'm better eat, but I ain't saying much because I'm all this dirt in my fuse. All right, I'm gonna see if you're going. Wait a minute. Mm-mm. 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 This don't even go to the end. I'm gonna chop this up. Boom, boom. This isn't even a whole bar. Oh, come on, let me listen to it. All right, you got that. Nope. Dang. The last bump, bump. So this is gonna come in weird. This is gonna then it's gonna double up. Nope. Stretch you out. Stretch you out.
Heard of me.
I'm okay with that.
Real good.
Real good.
But I want to have something go boom, boom, boom.
Always.
Oh,
Hey, Tone. What's up, man? You cool, man? Yeah, you all right, bro? You got good skills, man. And all right. So here's what I was thinking. Since you okay in the rap game, I mean, guy. I mean, you better than me. Of course, I don't talk about all that stuff you guys talking about because I don't know nothing about it. But well, I know about it, but I haven't lived. My raps will be totally different. Most of my raps will be probably about some chicks because I dated a lot of women. My numbers are high. And the only reason why my numbers aren't higher is because I stay in the house. I stay by myself. And I don't usually go places. So I don't do a whole lot of dating anymore. But I can talk about women like nobody's business. Nonetheless, so here's what I was thinking. Like, I don't want to rap your raps. But I'm going to put this on SoundCloud. You take the beat, download it, cost you $1 or something like that. I think 99 cents or something like that. I don't know. And then do something with it. My voice is going to be on it. So my moniker is going to be on it. And plus my digital prints on it. So if it goes anywhere and it does anything, I'll know about it. And, you don't want to go that route. Just the best thing for you to do is if you're going to rap on it, the best thing for you would be to do your raps and then send it back to me digitally. That would be your best option. That way, when you send it back to me, I can open it up, listen to your tracks, and then go ahead and put you where you're supposed to be, put your sound on everything, have your drops, double up on your, I basically will engineer it and, put it out as a dual project, copywritten and all that other stuff. It cost me a couple dollars, but nonetheless, then take it and drop it in the cloud and see what happens. But all that takes time, and I know you guys are impatient these days. Plus, I have lots of other stuff going on. So if that's the option that you want to take, this will probably be out maybe a month or so. I'll drop it on SoundCloud, and you can take it from there. Email it back to me or something, and I'll drop it in the system and do stuff with it, and you'll hear it. An example of that would be, here's a girl who sent me a WAV file. Siri, play down. See if she can find it. Hungry.
Just to keep you safe right here.
Well, Ratchet. So I basically just took her voice and then just did stuff with it and made a beat around it. She's not a great singer, but so it's just, I just took somebody's voice and yeah, so yeah, so if you want to do something, yeah, I'm about to go. Well, there's 4 other people. Nobody's really talking or anything, but I'm hungry. I mean, if you guys want to still stay on the live, that's up to you. But you don't have to necessarily talk to me, but I don't know if you guys are listening and working, which is fine. Or I don't know if you guys just don't want to say anything. But what I need to know if you're going to stay on the live. So if you're going to stay on the live and, you know what I'm saying, I'll keep the live open. I'm okay with that. And keep creating. It's probably easier if you, I mean, I don't mind if you say something to me every now and then. It just lets me know that you guys are actually paying attention, but we'll stay on. Yeah, okay. All right, so one other person left. I do need to eat. It's hot outside. All I want to do is make a million. All right. What else? Oh man, this beat won't be done today. Oh no, bro. I have some other beats that I can whip up in no time, but this. What do I want to eat? Some potatoes. Ran out of cheese. Pizza. I don't feel like eating pizza. Yeah, sometimes I can whip up something, but then sometimes I want to put a whole bunch of, you know, I want to add a bunch of stuff to it. If you heard of me, real good.
Real good.
I'll never forget it. This beat
Right.
kind of
Always.
makes me want to do
Always.
more to it.
What hurt you back?
Let's write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
Heard a man
No, at the end.
real good,
Real good.
but never forget. Right. Always.
Always.
Always. What hurt you back?
Let's write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
It's so sick. Better write this down. Yeah, you better write this down. You better. I like it.
Good,
Real good.
but never forget. Right. Always.
Always.
Always. Good,
Real good.
but never forget.
Right.
Always.
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 What hurt you back?
Let's write this down.
Good.
I almost like that. It's a mistake. So sick.
Good.
Real good.
You'll never forget.
Right.
Always.
Always.
Good.
Real good.
You'll never forget.
Right.
Always.
Always.
Always. Put you back.
Write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
I want it.
Good.
Real good.
Yeah. Boom. Boom. I like that.
Always.
Boom.
Put you back.
Write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
I'm not. No. Bam, boom, boom, bang. Bang, Oh, gotta talk. Copy. Bang. You can have whatever you want.
Good.
Real good.
You'll never forget.
She told me you can have whatever you want. How a girl tell me that once? You can have whatever you want.
If you hurt a man real good,
Real good.
you'll never forget.
Right.
But always,
Always.
always will hurt you back.
Write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
Thanks. All right, it needs some touch up. Yeah, Tony Tell It Like It Is was on point. He predicted a sweep. He was on point. That's epic, ain't it? That's epic.
If you hurt a man real good,
Real good.
you'll never forget.
Right.
But always,
Always.
always
Write this down. You better sit down. Write this down.
Who's still here? I'm about to end the chat anyway because I'm about to go get something to eat. And I'm hungry, so I can't figure these notes out the way I want to. Anyway, you guys have a good day. God loves you, and so do I.